flaws, no witness, cold ending. As I proceed to gripping wood wheel and corner bending. Now it's the last sentence, last word of your ending. No pretending, I don't fabricate or fantasize. Before I execute, I meditate and strategize. Sing your mama roses, hold the pain of passerby. I get the bread, that's the only way I'm pacified.
Carolina born from a Carolina breed. Welcome to Carolina where them boys stack cheese.
Yo, what's happening? Hey, it's the Sweet Podcast, man. It's your boy Yada Dollar. Again today I got my homeboy
Sakadocious, what's happening?
The Sweet, man. Sound wisdom, examining everyone's perspective. Today we're gonna talk about a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of entrepreneurship, a little bit of inspiration. Today I feel like the emphasis needs to be on the entrepreneurship side of things. So I wanted to discuss like some entrepreneurial traits.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like something you feel like if you have inside of you, you need to take care of, and you need to kind of nurture so you can put it out to the people to make your business happen.
Gotcha. So what we talking about?
I feel like a trait everybody need to have is intelligence.
That's obvious. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's obvious, but I guess it isn't as obvious.
I feel like one of the things that make an entrepreneur different than everybody else is they have to be kind of a out of the box thinker and somebody who can look at a situation and can see the end results before it happens, and then take charge. Be willing to take charge of the responsibility if it's a success or a failure.
Okay. I mean, I feel the same way about that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know how it goes though, like, everybody feel like, I mean, in their mind, you know what I'm saying? How many people actually just think like, I'm dumb? You know what I mean? Just personally, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
So, I mean, in your mind, I mean, everybody thinks that I'm intelligent, everybody think they can do this and do that, but it's just kind of like, you ever seen, like, you might not have watched it, but you may have just caught episode or so, American Idol and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how them first audition videos be, man, people go up there thinking they damn Whitney Houston and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go out there singing like fucking damn a donkey or something, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Just sounding stupid as hell, you know what I'm saying? But in their mind, they thinking like, man, this shit sound beautiful, and I just need to get acknowledged, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that, but they don't have it. You know, that's not your skill set. So like you said, I mean, I don't feel like everybody has the skill set per se to be an entrepreneur, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, everybody has a skill set that they can damn apply to, you know what I'm saying, like helping a business to be successful.
All right, boom. So what you just said is what I feel like is key for an entrepreneur. If you are here feeling like you need to question your circle or question your friends to see if they on the same like intellectual level as you, or you looking at a situation where it's like I wonder why nobody else thought about doing A, B, and C. Then you probably an entrepreneur. You probably got that entrepreneurial trait, and it's just up for somebody to point that out to you if you never seen that before. Because there's a lot of people out here that just go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
And when you one of those go with the flow people, it's nothing wrong with being a follower, because leaders wouldn't be leaders if it wasn't followers. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something you aspire to be. But if that's what you end up being, then do that at your highest level. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. But I feel like the person that's looking at a situation like why, or it could be life, and already got the idea in their head on how it could be different than what it is to maybe help the situation. Well, I mean, making it worse wouldn't make no sense. So to help whatever situation he's in, that's definitely an entrepreneurial trait.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an entrepreneurial trait, but therein lies where, with entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying, like, my brother always tells me, like, hey, look, man, like, I had all the intelligence and all the qualities and everything else to be an entrepreneur, except for the fact that I could never take that risk. You know what I'm saying? So he would rather just work it like he's done, work his way up through a big company and be a leader in that company, but he's not necessarily the CEO of that company or anything like that. But they, you know what I'm saying, seen the traits that he had and allowed him to move up into that company and stuff.
Yeah.
But like he said, it's just like, hey, look, man, like, I applaud you for you just having the balls to take the risk to, you know what I'm saying, to do a business, because being honest, man, it's a lot of risk involved with that. You know what I'm saying, trying to start a business up. So
Intel, that is another trait of an entrepreneur. Like,
Yeah.
you got to be a risk taker.
got to be.
You know what I mean? Like if you're a gambling type, the type to go all in sometimes when
Yeah.
you feel good about something, like you're gonna be the type to get out here and basically stand on your own too. You know, that's what that boiled down to me. And not saying you can't be a leader on a certain level. If you going up the corporate ladder and you leading in that land too, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, because the bag's definitely, you know what I mean, that's security. That's what you want. Especially when you got, you know what I mean, what your brother do in that
Yeah.
industry. So, yeah, I don't knock that at all. But what I'm saying is, like,
Know your lane.
it's a know your lane. That's a plus too. You know what I mean? But I just feel like if you one of the types to be a risk taker, then by all means you should consider, you know what I mean, trying to own a business or
Most
trying
definitely.
to be an entrepreneur on a certain level to where you can take that risk on yourself. Because a lot of that I feel like is pride. Because you don't want to fail once you put an idea out to people, because a lot of first-time entrepreneurs don't have that mindset of, well, you know what, from my last endeavor, it was kind of an L, but I took a lesson from it, so now I know going forward, I'm not going to make these mistakes. They kind of look at it like, I don't want to be that person who had a business and it failed. You know what I mean? It's a lot of
it's
stuff.
hard.
You just got to get over that part.
Yeah, it's hard to take that, you know, financially and just mentally. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, nobody likes to lose. You know what I mean? Even if it's just a game of Madden on PlayStation or something, or Xbox, like, nobody likes to lose. But it's just like losing as far as what you risking it all, going for it. I done started up a business. Damn, this shouldn't have failed. Oh my God, this shouldn't have killed me. Oh, like you say, bounce back. But, you know what I'm saying, some people looking at it like, shh, hey, look, man, that's it for me. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. You know, they give up because it's just too hard to deal with. So that's why I said, know your lane, man. You know what I'm saying? If you the type of person that, you know what, I could take that and I can just get stronger from it, then yeah, like you said, you got the traits of being an entrepreneur then.
Yeah, I think that plays a role. You gotta have thick skin to the point to where you can take a loss and keep it coming. Like, 'cause nothing's gonna be hunky dory from beginning to end. And if it is, hey, bless you. You know what I mean? Like, that's a beautiful thing.
Most
But
definitely.
I'm just speaking realistically. Another trait for being an entrepreneur is not only having a plan that can get you from A to B all the way to Z, but within that plan, we got certain contingencies that allow us to be flexible. You understand what I'm saying? When we trying to adapt to whatever situation we going to. So,
like you said, you got plan B. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
And it ain't I'm a proponent of not necessarily saying plan B, but you gotta know your plan A so official to where you got flexibility, but it's still within plan A. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, you want to plan, adaptability. Like, it's plan B. Yeah, I've heard that before too, and yeah, a lot of people subscribe to that. But it's just like, me personally, I feel like if you really want to make something happen, you're gonna come up with not necessarily a strategic plan to get from A to Z first, but as soon as you in your mind think about this plan, you already thinking about the pitfalls that can throw the plan off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the realistic pitfalls, the realistic mistakes, little stuff like that. So that's another entrepreneur trait.
Definitely it is. You know, like you said, you got to foresee the future of it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't so foresee the future of it, how is anybody else going to? You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, and then like I said, if you what you see in the future of it, you should be able to see maybe not every pitfall. You know what I'm saying? There are gonna be things that just pop up that you're not gonna realize, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what, I already anticipated that.
Yeah, that like the already anticipated part. And I don't know if that's like just me being a vet or whatever, but it's like it goes back to that proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that to me that just means think about the plan. Okay, we know what the plan is. Okay, now we can throw the plan off. Okay, we ready for that too. Now let's go forward.
Yeah, but just like perfect example, like you say, with you being in the military, that's just perfect example. Everybody that starts off, you know, you may start off a private, you know what I'm saying? You know how that goes if you're just enlisted and everything, you're not an officer. Not everybody's gonna be a sergeant. Not everybody's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a corporal and everything. But like I said, and even with officers, you start off lieutenant, not everybody's gonna end up being a general. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna be a captain, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Like I said, just because certain people have those qualities, like this guy is a leader. This guy we can put in this position and everything. We can lead the troops. They're gonna trust him. He has the like qualities and everything and the traits that you're looking at. Like I say, know your lane, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like I do have these traits, go for that then. You know what I'm saying? Start a business up. Like I said, boy, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta know it. Like I said, my brother knew his lane, you know what I'm saying? And stuff. He felt like, you know what? Me risking it with a business, that shit would kill me, you know what I'm saying? I'd be just too worried about that shit, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? If I sit back and just work my way up through a company though, you know what I'm saying, and put myself in a leadership position in that, I feel a lot more secure. To me, it's not as much of a gamble, you know what I'm saying? So just know your lane and everything like that, because you can find success in any lane. That's how I feel. You just gotta know what your lane is, you know what I'm saying, and pursue that and go for that. What you think, babe?
I feel like to be a successful entrepreneur, another trait you're gonna need is be able to eat what you feel, in the sense that you don't have a problem being team oriented, but you also self-motivated. And that means to me, just having the ability to look at a problem when you come to it, or obstacle, and then solving it or navigating through that problem or negotiating that obstacle. Like, you just gotta put yourself in the mindset that I will. And every time you come to a obstacle that's harder, mentally, first you have to prepare yourself to defeat it. And then from that point, go forward. Because again, that's where the adaptability and the flexibility come in. If you don't have the mindset to want to keep pushing forward, to be self-driven, to prove that you can make your goal worthy, then I feel like it might be a problem for yourself if you're not an entrepreneur. But if you got that mindset to where, hey, I'm about to prove this to not only y'all, but I'm gonna prove it to myself, like I can make anything work I put my mind to, then you're gonna be good.
So you said eat what you kill, huh?
Eat what you kill. Like, really get in the mindset of going out there and getting it and making what you want to happen.
True.
Like on the last podcast, we was talking about, me and Lee had the conversation, or LT had the conversation about basically your mindset to change a thought into a reality. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when you have the mindset to where you let basic thoughts come in, and then you got the type of imagination to where you can see what you can do to fabricate this and turn this thought into reality.
Yeah.
Look at how powerful that is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's all we were saying. I feel like it's the same thing. You just gotta have the mindset to where you want to keep going, in any little monkey wrench, obstacle, whatever you want to call it, that come your way.
You need to have drive.
Yeah, you gotta have drive.
Yeah, it's like I said, another trait. You know what I'm saying? That's most definitely, you know what I'm saying, an integral trait to have as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You gotta have the drive, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta have the drive.
Like I say, you might see the vision, but everybody else might not see it, but then you gotta push it. You gotta have that drive to like, nah, I'm gonna keep forcing this into y'all face until you see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know what I have. I know what I have. You know what I'm saying? Now I need y'all to see what I have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely, man.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I guess let's real fast talk about something kind of hip hop related, man. I know you probably seen what Snoop said to Gayle about Kobe's situation, but did you see like how Snoop trying to retract on that?
Nah, I actually haven't, man.
Oh, okay, man.
What was he saying though?
He just basically saying he backpedaling pretty much on how his stance on calling her like the worst, just calling her out, you know what I mean? And then he just I don't know how to put it besides saying Snoop backtrack. You know, I'm kind of sad to see it because I feel like for you to have the mindset to want to go on live and get that quick little spurt of exposure, extra exposure, even extra exposure because you Snoop, and then for it to be called out on some where you got to backtrack.
Well, let me ask you this, man, because I haven't seen. Did he backtrack on his whole statement, or did he just backtrack on like him like basically calling her out of her name and everything?
Yeah, that's what he backtracked on. Basically calling her out of her name and basically saying.
He didn't backtrack on like disagreeing with what she was talking.
No, he ain't backtrack on that, but it's just the stance he had. And he also, Oprah got on TV and started crying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Gayle, you know what I mean, was about to break down for what she said.
Yeah.
And Gayle over there, she basically blaming the corporation and the corporate structure for why she had to ask these questions or whatever. And my whole thing is, for both of y'all, like, you are a well-known and validated reporter.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to stand on your own 2 feet when it comes to, like, no, I'm not answering this question. This is not the right time. This man just passed away. You know what I mean? Any of that type of stuff. But same thing with Snoop. Like, you get on your ID and you start going live like a young buck. You know what I mean? And jump off the deep edge.
Yeah.
And get them likes and get them hits and get that exposure for being on every network on TV.
Yeah.
Just for 2 weeks later to come back on and be like, you know what? I shouldn't have called out her name. I don't mean to bring her no harm. And now to me, you ain't saying nothing in the first statement the way you felt like you was about to trying to break her harm. You know what I mean? But it just, I can't get with the whole, like, I know sometimes you say some stuff and you be wrong with it, but man, God dang, cuz I did Snoop, man. Somebody got to be, that was a Donald Trump moment for you, in my eyes.
I put it to you like, with just my perspective on it, this is how I view it. Just like, I look at it 2 ways, man. I look at it like both of them basically did something in the moment. And later on, you know what I'm saying, just being mature adults, look back at it and like, maybe I took it a little too far. You know what I'm saying? I think even with Gayle, I think she just looked at it like, maybe I shouldn't have kept trying to push that question. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. When the person didn't want to answer that question and then, you know what I'm saying, was uncomfortable with it, I shouldn't have kept trying to push that situation. And then she felt sorry for that because she realized the uproar that it brought, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's been talking about this for a long time. So I felt like, then just to, you know, she get the reaction of people, like I said, Snoop was friends with Kobe, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And, you know, he took it like, man, what the hell, like, you know, you know how it is, like, in the spur of the moment, you know what I'm saying, just like, if something happened to, like, somebody you real close with like that, like you felt like it was a brother, and then somebody talking down on them, at that spur of the moment, when you hear that, you're going to flare up, you're going to sit there and maybe say something. But then later on, you sit back and just, you know, because you're a mature adult, you know what, man, maybe I shouldn't have taken it that far.
You know what get me about that is the whole Gayle situation and how she tried to say Lisa Leslie was friends, and if he's friends, you're not going to see it. And then you look and you see the relationship Gayle had with Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
And how Kobe allegedly, or whatever, with this chick, went to court for it, acquitted or not guilty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Harvey
That was a
Weinstein-
settlement. It was some, you know.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein got like 37, 32
Yeah.
girls like trying to press charges on this man
Oh,
for
yeah.
like assault. But Gail to say on national television, we still friends. You know what I mean? So it's like I can't prescribe to the underlying note of what it looked like from the outside looking in. I don't know what the inner workings of nobody's relationship is. You know?
Oh,
what I mean?
no, I mean, yeah, neither one of us. We're not going to know. Like
Yeah,
I said, I mean,
yeah,
all we
I'm
can
saying
go off
that-
of is what is reported to us.
Yeah, the way it looked from the outside looking in, but it looked terrible from her eyes, and it looked weird from Snoop's, because I just felt like you said, anybody can be the type of person to say something and then you can quote it as being a mature adult, and then going back and apologizing for it.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like for the platform some of these people got, and for the way that they try to attack people when social issues happen.
Mm-hmm.
When a social issue happens, before you hit the accelerator, I just feel like you need to be a little more, have a little bit more foresight into what you're saying and the ramifications of it.
Oh, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Because everything's recorded. You know what I'm saying?
You recording it yourself.
Well, you are, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. But it's not even just that. It's just like, you know, it's recording it yourself, and then it's just going like around the world now. It's spread out so crucial, and then it's saved, like you said.
Yeah,
You know
that
what
too.
I'm saying? So it's just like,
That
exactly.
too.
Everybody need to do that though. I mean, not just Snoop. Everybody needs to sit back and
Yeah,
know the
I'm not looking at
ramifications.
Snoop like he's no superhero. I don't expect nothing unhuman of him.
Yeah.
But I do respect a certain level of responsibility. One, because I consider him to be a hip hop elder. You know what I mean? Like, not saying you got to conduct yourself in a certain way, but it's certain moves. It's chess, not checkers.
Yeah, but he was
You know,
emotional.
Yeah, yeah. And see,
And this is like something. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If Kobe was 80 years old and Snoop was 88 years old and Kobe died, it wouldn't be as bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? But this is something, man. Kobe was freaking 41 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, in the prime of his life. You know, actually, like me, not far as basketball, since you're top in basketball, but you're in the prime of your life. You're 41 years old. You know what I'm saying? He still had babies, you know what I'm saying, that he had to raise and everything. Like, man, you know, Snoop just emotionally, man, he just couldn't take it, man, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. People snap, people do stupid things when they're emotional, so I'm not necessarily going to hang somebody for that. You know, it's not like he put his hands on them, you know what I'm saying, he called out a name, she going through whatever. Now, as far as with her and Harvey Weinstein and all that go, I mean, hey, look, that's her business. I really don't know anything about that. It doesn't really concern me because, honestly, I just feel like I don't know who she is and what her relationship is with this guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell he's done either. Now, it sounds real bad what he's done, you know what I'm saying? And for her to be supporting him, it looks real bad on her. You know what I'm saying? So that's for her to sit back. Maybe instead of Snoop calling her out her name, maybe he should have just called her on that. You know what I'm saying?
that boy.
Yeah. Like you said, sitting back just thinking, I was like, hold up, how you gonna be sitting back denigrating Kobe when you sitting back supporting this other guy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
With it.
yeah. So like I said, I mean, you know, those that live in down glass houses shouldn't throw stones, how they say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what the fuck? What a man done the hell like that shit?
Hey, this is Sweet Podcast, man. Sound wisdom examining everyone's perspective.
Yeah.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, better watch for the Sweet, man. I got my boy,
Sock.
it's your boy Yada Dollar, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And if you want any one of these shirts, make sure you jump in my inbox. Let me know. We can make that happen. And also,
Hot fire.
Also, if you got a shirt or something you want to display up here, let me know, man. We can make that happen. It's the Sweet.
Carolina breed, welcome to Carolina where them boys stack cheese.